Every day, more than 13,000 school buses operate on routes throughout North Carolina, carrying almost 800,000 students. Following safety guidelines, practicing bus evacuations, and obeying your bus driver can help make your trip a safe, uneventful one. But on rare occasions, it may be necessary to evacuate your bus due to an emergency. While these occurrences are extremely rare, it is always best to be prepared. For the next few minutes, we'll show you when you may need to evacuate and how to do it safely and properly. We'll look at the many emergency exits and where they're located on North Carolina buses, and we'll show you what to do after you evacuate. Again, you will probably never need to do this, but paying attention for the next few minutes will help you exit the bus quickly, safely, and orderly in the event of an emergency. It could also save your life. Let's begin with when you should evacuate your school bus. Smoke or fire. The bus ends up in deep water. The bus is disabled and could be struck by a vehicle the same size or larger. Extreme weather, such as a tornado. Or the bus is stuck on a railroad crossing. If none of these conditions apply, it may actually be safer for you to stay on the bus. Remember that your bus driver is in charge and is the only person who can declare an emergency and tell you to evacuate. In the unlikely event your driver has been hurt, you should calmly follow these procedures and call for help once you are clear of the bus. First, when you are riding the bus, remain in your seats and keep the aisle open and clear. Second, always be aware of where the exits are located. Your North Carolina school bus is equipped with several exits. It is always important to determine which exit method is best depending on the type of emergency. The front entry door is the most common place to exit. There are emergency side windows, the rear emergency door, roof escape hatches, and a lift if equipped. In the event of an emergency, establish which exit will be best to use. Again, the most common door for exiting will always be the front, but sometimes the front door may be blocked. The second most common exit is the rear emergency door. Note, in a few buses, the rear emergency door might be on the side of the bus. If your driver directs you to the back of the bus, leave all of your personal items such as backpacks or purses on your seat. Do not take them with you when you leave the bus. Calmly move to the back of the bus and open the emergency door. Designated student helpers should exit first from the back of the bus, making sure everything is safe. Once safely on the ground, assist your fellow students as they exit one by one. 2 student helpers are needed, 1 student on each side of the exit area to assist. Remember to watch out for anything that could be dangerous after you have exited. This could include downed power lines, spilled fuel, traffic, and in some cases, animals. Once you've determined there are no immediate dangers, move to a safe location away from the bus. Exiting through windows or the roof may be required during some emergencies, like if the bus is leaned onto one side or it is in deep water. If you must use the designated window exits, release the lever. The windows will swing out or up. They do not fall out of the bus. When it is clear, begin to exit by climbing feet first through the window and dropping down. Again, move away from the bus and look for a safe area to gather. If the bus is on its side or in deep water, you can use the roof hatch. These roof exits also have emergency latches. Release the latch. Quickly look out and survey the scene to make sure it is safe to use this exit. Move through the hatch and out of the bus. Again, move away from the school bus and gather in a safe area. Regardless of how you exit, remember that getting off the bus is a priority and you should not use your personal cell phone until you are safely away from danger. Again, it may not always be necessary to evacuate your school bus, but there are times it is recommended. Smoke or fire. The bus ends up in deep water. The bus is disabled and could be struck by a vehicle the same size or larger. Extreme weather such as a tornado. Or the bus is stuck on a railroad crossing. Your school bus driver is there to assist you and make sure that you have the safest trip possible. Remember that your driver will have the final say about when to exit and where. As we said, the chance of you having to evacuate a school bus due to an emergency is very rare. Most students never have to do this, but knowing when it might be needed and how to properly evacuate dramatically increases your chances of remaining safe in an emergency. On behalf of the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and your local bus drivers, thank you for taking the time to watch this video on proper school bus evacuation procedures.